The poem title, Feeling. Okay, so feel, as you know, each unit is based on a specific theme. Can you tell me what is a specific theme comes in unit 4?
Ma'am, can I say
Yes, please. Yeah, just yeah, please.
wonder years?
Yes, the wonder years. Okay,
The
so now
wonder
can
years.
you tell me what do you mean by the wonder years in the life of a person? Anybody?
Ma'am,
Ma'am,
Ma'am, childhood.
Ma'am,
childhood,
childhood and the
Yes,
teenage
childhood,
years.
teenage, or the age which you are in going through now, or the adolescent age. Yes, fine, very good. Yes, please switch off the microphone. Yeah, these are the wonder years in the life of a person there. Actually, these are the precious years in the life of a person, we can say. Can you say why we can call it as a precious years in the life of a person?
Ma'am, because
Yes.
that time a person did not have any stress, workloads.
Okay, this is a time a person is not having any sort of stress there or else. What else? What else?
Ma'am, tension, workloads.
Okay, we will not be having any sort of workloads, no tension, nothing. Or we can say these are the building years in the life of a person. What all values, ethics, whatever you learn, when you incorporate all these things with you or in yourself, it will help you to lead a successful life or which will be staying with you for the rest of your life. So that is why we can call it as the precious years in the life of a person there. Okay, here the poem Feelings is all about the feeling of a child who is asking a question to his mother that why kids don't consider others' feelings before saying anything. Before saying anything to others, why they don't consider others' feelings. And the mother is explaining him how people are not happy with others. So that is the concept or the basic theme of the poem Feelings. So before going to start the poem, let me introduce the poet C.J. Head to you. C.J. Head is an author, illustrator, and poet. Her book, Barking Spiders, is a best selling book of poems written for children who love to listen with their hearts. She is a Vietnam War widow. Her major works include Anatomy of a Poet, Bits and Pieces, short stories from A Writer's Soul, Barking Spiders, and A Box for Goodwill. So today we can start this poem Feelings. Okay, before going to begin the poem, let me ask you, did you hurt anybody in your life? Or can you recollect any incidents that somebody hurt you or you hurt someone else? Anyone? Be honest. Ma'am, we didn't do any sort of such things to anybody like that. Or be sincere and be truthful and be honest. Tell me, do you have such experiences?
Ma'am, with our siblings.
Yeah, with anybody.
Ma'am, with my siblings, like they, I have a sister, so
Yes.
she sometimes she fights with me. I'll fight with her. Like,
Okay, so do you feel that you hurt her feelings anytime?
ma'am, many times.
I can't point out a particular incident,
yes,
ma'am.
ma'am,
Many
many
times.
times.
Yes, dear.
Many times.
Many times. Oh
Ma'am,
my God. Yeah.
ma'am, it
Yes.
goes on like repeating when like
Or something like it's a
fighting means.
revenge only. Today, if you are hurting her, the next day she will be doing the same thing. Right?
Ma'am, not like that. Like we're
Then what?
not that cruel, but
Okay.
um, at that time,
Ma'am, but
both of
sometimes
us
it
will
goes
fight
on by
because of
mistake.
something.
Oh, okay. Fine, fine, fine. Very good. So I think anyhow you will be enjoying that time. Okay, when we are doing something with our siblings, obviously you will be enjoying. Okay, but suppose some situations when somebody else from outside is doing some sort of activities to you, what will be your reaction? Will you be very calm and quiet at the time?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No,
No,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay,
No, ma'am.
okay, fine, fine. So let's see how you should behave. Here, as I told you, the poem feelings is about the feeling of a child who is asking his mother about why these kids don't consider others' feelings. Yes, then mother is answering him or mother is consoling him by saying that if they are acting so, or if they are doing something like that, they are having their own specific reasons behind it. What is that we are going to learn from this poem? First, I will recite the poem for you. Listen carefully. Mom, why would kids say stuff to hurt me, most especially when they are not true? Don't they even care about feelings? Can't they think first before they hurt you? She said those that do that are unhappy. They are very angry deep down inside, but they just don't know how to fix that. So they pick on kids smaller in size. Mom said life is too short to stay angry. If you let it, anger gets bigger each day. But happiness grows faster than anger can. So be happy, it's better that way. Mom said just stand up for my feelings, but do it nice and don't get all mad. I try, but it sure isn't easy being nice when they have made me so sad. I think when you go through the lines itself, it is very clear about the idea what the poet wants to convey. Is it? So such a simple form. It is all about the feeling of a child and how what is a how the mother is asking and giving a relief to him. As we know, whenever we have problems, the first person you are going to consult or you are going to share it with will be your mother, and she will always be having a proper solution to your problems also. Will you agree with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes,
okay.
ma'am.
Now let
Yes,
us
ma'am.
discuss.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Now let us discuss each stanza in detail. In the first stanza, as you know, here the child is in conversation with his mother and he's asking his mother, why do other children make fun of me? Especially when they know that these words are going to hurt me. And the child is asking his mother, the children who are hurting me, they know these words are unkind words and they are not true and these words are going to hurt me, but still why they are using such words to me or why they are hurting me? My feelings would be hurt. Why don't they think about it before saying all these unkind words? As we also always saying that before going to say something to somebody, we should be very, very careful. At least twice we have to think whether it is going to hurt someone. If you are going to say some unpleasant truth to somebody, that time also you should be very careful. When I'm saying such thing or the unpleasant truth to somebody, how they feel. So first you have to take into consideration, then only you have to say the words like that. Here the child is asking his mother why these kids are using such words. Don't they know these things will hurt me? It will hurt my feelings. Or even though they know the things, but still why they are hurting me. Is it clear the first stanza?
Yes,
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 Shall we
ma'am.
go to the second stanza?
yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. She said those that do that are unhappy. They are very angry deep down inside, but they just don't know how to fix that. So they pick on kids smaller in size. Here in second stanza, mother says, my dear child, you don't worry. You don't worry about the children who are hurting you or who are saying some bad words to you. They are unkind to you. What is the reason? Because they have their own problems and they are using some unkind words to you because they are unhappy inside or inside their mind or in their heart they are unhappy. They are angry because of this unhappiness. Actually this unhappiness will lead to anger. They are angry at you. The reason is that they are unhappy and they don't know how to repair. Fix it means how to repair it or how to overcome the unhappiness. They don't know, so they choose some kids who are smaller in size than they are, and then they are hurting them. Because the reason is that they think that that is the way or that is the right way to reduce their unhappiness, or to when they are hurting someone, they get some sort of happiness from that, and that is the reason why which they are hurting you. The fundamental reason is that they are unhappy. from that unhappiness they get angry, and that is why they are hurting you, my dear son, but you don't get worry about them. Is it clear, the second stanza?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes.
Yes,
Shall we
Yes,
go on to
ma'am.
the third stanza?
Ma'am.
Okay,
Yes,
fine.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Mom
Yes, ma'am.
says life is too short to stay angry. If you let it, anger gets bigger each day. But happiness grows faster than anger can. So be happy. It is better that way. Then what she's saying, she's always, what to say, she's also advising him, my dear son, you don't allow anger to grow in you. She is advising her son in the third stanza. What she tells him that you don't be, when somebody is hurting you, you don't get angry at these people, or do not make your heart angry, because anger only kills your potential. It never gives you anything good, and it only kills your potential. Anger makes you feel bad about yourself day by day. If you are feeling angry at these people, it kills your potential. Not only that, it will grow day by day. She also tells him that do not let anger to stay in your mind for a long time. You don't let anger to grow in you. It will kill your potential. And for that, what you should do? Get rid of it as quickly as possible, as early as possible. You should overcome your anger. If you feel angry, you should overcome it as quickly as possible. Because once anger goes away, then only happiness grows. Happiness will grow faster than anger only when once anger goes away from you. If you are happy inside, you will do good things outside, and that will lead to success. Here she is advising her son how to be successful in your life. You shouldn't allow anger to grow in you. Yes, if you are feeling angry at someone, you should get rid of it as quickly as possible. Then only happiness will grow in you. If you are happy inside, you will do good things outside, and that will ultimately lead to your success. So, my dear son, you don't feel bad about these people. Is it clear, the third stanza?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, fine. Now let's
Yes,
go to
ma'am.
the fourth stanza. Mom said, just answer for
Yes.
my feelings, but do it nice and don't get all mad. I try, but it sure isn't easy being nice when they have made me so sad. Here, I actually, in the last stanza, mother is, or what to say, the mother, poet's mother is advising. She also tells him that stand up for your feelings. That means I know you would have got hurt with these people, but you should stand up for your feelings. That means you go and speak to the person who hurt you. Tell them that what they have done that is wrong, but do it in a nice manner. That means you don't go and fight with them. You don't go and talk to them by using some harsh words. Instead of that, you can talk to them politely. You can convince them. You can tell them clearly that what all things they have done that is not right. This is a wrong way of talking to somebody there. And remember that the people who are unkind to you or bullying you are actually in need of love in their life. That is the reason by which they are using such words or behaving in this way. And the mother is also tells him or reminds him that you are bigger than them and better than them, maybe not in size but in the heart. Yes, you will be sometimes bigger than them and better than them, not in size but in the goodness of your heart. And here she is also reminding the child about always remember that it is the size of your heart or the goodness of your character that ultimately decides what kind of a person you are. Here, through this line, actually, the poet is giving an advice to all of us that it is not something like the size of a person or what is it, or the position or the status which decides what kind of a person you are. It is only your character which decides what kind, or the goodness of your character that decides what kind of a person you are. Is it clear? And but still she is saying that my son, you don't give up. I know, and actually here the mother is also agreeing that it is not an easy task, that going and talking to the people and convincing them that what they have done to you is what is completely wrong. I know it is not an easy task, but my dear son, you don't give up. You should go and you should talk to them. You should speak to them and you should tell them. You should convince them what they have done is wrong only. And she is also reminding him that it is the goodness of your heart or the character that ultimately decides what kind of a person you are. Is it clear? Is the poem is clear to you all?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Is
Yes,
there
ma'am.
any doubt?
Ma'am.
Is there any doubt? No.
No,
No, ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay, then I
No,
will
ma'am.
ask the summary of each stanza to one by one. I just want to know whether you got it or not. Okay, the first stanza, who will say? First stanza summary. You know to read the lines, you can just tell me the summary. Yes?
Ma'am, can I?
Yes, please, Niranjana. Yeah, you can. Yes,
Ma'am,
Niranjana. Yes. Yeah,
ma'am, the son is asking to his mother
yeah,
that some kids are saying bad words which are not true. So he's
yes,
asking whether they are not taking care of others' feelings, or why
yes,
are they doing this. But the words are not true. So
yes,
he's asking. So that he's saying that it's hurting me.
yeah.
So he's asking his mother.
Okay, very good, very good, very good. Okay, then second stanza, who will say?
Can I try?
Ma'am, can I?
Ma'am, can
Yes,
I? Ma'am, can I?
yes, yes. Many are asking now. I think Jessia can say. Yes, Jessia?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, the
Yeah,
second stanza, the mother is saying to the child that they are doing such things because they are unhappy deep inside. They are angry because of their unhappiness. They are
yes,
showing outside like anger. They are picking up kids smaller than them and they are
yes,
beating up them, saying bad things about them, which is not
yes,
true.
yes.
So the mother is saying not to care them because they are happy and no, sorry, unhappy and angry.
Yeah.
That's why doing such
Are they
things.
happy or unhappy?
Unhappy, they're unhappy.
Yes, fine, fine. Very good, very good, very good. Okay, then third stanza, who is going to say?
Ma'am, I will say.
Okay, Blufisha, Blufisha. Okay. The first stanza, Trisha. Okay, fine. Yeah, Blufisha.
Life is so precious and it's so short. By holding on to
Yeah,
your anger, you're not allowing yourself to be forgive. This
yes.
makes us fearful about getting hurt.
Yeah, okay, fine, fine. Yes.
We are
Then,
enjoying
yeah. Yes, Blufisha, you want to
we are
continue?
enjoying our lives. We have lots of things we can't want to do, but no, we can't because life just too one is too short. Afraid to live life to the full life is
Okay,
too
since the
long.
life is too short, what you should do? What mother is advising him? What he should do? You don't let
Anger stay in
anger
our
to
hearts.
stay with you for a long time. Get rid of it as quickly as possible. Very good. Yes, find the last answer. Trisha? Yes.
Ma'am, in the last stanza, the boy says that his mother advises him to just stand up for his feelings
Yeah.
but just to be nice because they have all made him sad.
Yes.
Then he says that even though I try to be happy and nice, it
Yeah.
takes some time to be happy because they have all made him sad.
Okay. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. So then she is advising you should stand up for your feelings and what to say. And she is also agreeing with him that I know it is not easy to go and talk to them and convincing them. It's not at all an easy task. But still, my son, you don't give up and you should go and do that. Okay, fine. So now we can. I'll show you one slide and one exercise is there. Comes in page number 71. Okay, match the stanzas to the key points they present. I think I can ask some boys there. Yes, can you see the slide now? Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay, now tell me, Ferris, are you there, Ferris? Ferris, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, first one you can say. Stanza 1 is matching with what? Actually, match the stanzas to the key points they present. Stanza 1 is matching with what?
Uh,
Yeah. Read the three options and what is that? Is it advising to be happy and shun anger, advising on how to deal with bullies, or questioning the behavior of bullies, explaining why there is bullying? What is that stanza one?
And third one,
Yes, very good. Read it, read it.
questioning the behavior of bullies.
Yes, very good, very good. Okay. Then, Lirith, are you there, Lirith?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, stanza 2. Stanza 2 is matching with what?
Stanza 2,
Yeah. You can say which
it
is
explains why is there bullying.
yes, fine, very good, very good. Explaining why there is bullying. Okay, fine. And comes stanza 3. Jairus, are you there, Jairus?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, stanza 3 is matching with what?
Ma'am, advising to be happy and shun anger.
Very good. Advising to be happy and shun anger. And then comes the last one, stanza 4. Amrita, stanza 4.
Ma'am, advising on how to deal with bullies.
Okay, fine. Advising on how to deal with bullies. Okay, very good there. So here actually, and the next stanza, next slide, I would like to show you some questions there. What to do is that all I think you will be having a practice notebook with you, or a rough notebook, or a piece of paper at least. It will be there with you. Here three questions are there. Let's check the comprehension. Okay. Need not to write the questions. You just write down the answers for these questions. I'm giving you 5 minutes. After that, I will ask you. Okay, one by one can give me the answers there. Okay, so I'll read it out for you. Now you can start writing the answers. Do you think the child is talking about a real situation or an imaginary one? Give reason for your answer. Second one, if you were in the child's place, would you follow the mother's advice? Justify. And third one, do you think the mother understands the child's problem? Justify your response. Are these questions clear to you all?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Yes, I think now we can discuss the answers. Have you prepared the answers? Because the questions are very easy ones. You have the questions in page number 71, discuss and write. There are three questions are there. Okay. So who is going to tell me the first answer? The first question's answer.
Ma'am, can I?
Yes, please. Yes, please. Savita. Yeah.
Ma'am, I think the boy talks about a real situation because
Yeah.
he asks his mom for the advice
Yes.
about the problems that happened to him at school. Uh,
Yes.
by that the problems that he faced because of the bullies at his school, and
Yeah.
he asks his mother for some solution to all of these problems. So I think that this is a real situation.
Yes, very good, very good. Anybody else is having any other a different opinion? Because since it is so to say an open-ended questions, you can come up with your own free responses there. No, ma'am, I'm not thinking that it is such a real situation. Anybody else is having such an opinion? No, everybody is agreeing. Everybody is agreeing with Savita's opinion, right? Okay, very good, very good. Okay, then second one, if you were in the child's place, would you follow the mother's advice? Justify. Who is going to answer? Another person. It gives your obedience. How obedient you are. Will you follow mother's advice?
Ma'am,
Who's
can
going
I?
to? Yes, please, Latisha. Yes. Yeah,
Yes,
please
ma'am.
start.
If I
Yeah.
was in that child's place, if I was in that child's place, I would follow the mother's advice because she knows better
Yeah.
than anyone. else, and she would always guide me in the right path out of her experience or in a guiding way.
Very good. Excellent answer, actually. Excellent way of answering because she is more experienced there. And moreover, she is always giving me a proper solution to all my problems there. So I will share it with my mother. Very good. Okay, fine. So we have one more question to discuss there. Do you think the mother understands the child's problem? Justify your response. Who is going to answer? Mahidul, are you there, Mahidul? Mahidul? Not there? Okay, anybody?
Ma'am, can I try?
Yes, Sumaya, please. Yeah.
Ma'am, I think that the mother understands the child's problem and she has advised him in a right way. But
Yeah.
I also have a feeling that the child may not take this as correct because we often get angry when we are told to deal with something politely in a good manner when we are angry at something. But yes,
Yeah.
her advice, the mother understands the child's problem.
Okay, very good, very good. Correct only. The mother understands the child's problem, and he actually maybe we can take in this sense that the child is always having the habit of sharing his worries or his happiness or whatever feelings he's having the habit of sharing it with his mother, and that is why when he felt something bad, first person he approached is his mother only. Okay, and maybe he's having what is there, or he's sure about she will give a proper solution or he will be always acting according to her advice. Maybe we can take in that way. And the child is having such a good habit. Actually, that we can generalize also. It's a good thing that to share whatever feelings you have because as we are human beings, we are always having some sort of or we are always experiencing sometimes we know life is a mixture of happiness as well as sadness, is it? So like that when you feel something bad or when you feel something very happy, you should share it with your parents, and especially or mostly we are always sharing it with our mothers only. So the child is also doing the same thing, and we can take in that sense. Okay. So I hope the poem is very clear to you all. Any doubts?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay. So is it clear to you all? No doubts?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay. So okay, then one more thing is there. That is, take page number 72. With that, we can wind up the session. Page number 72, you can see there's a literary device used in this form that is hyperbole. Have you heard about this literary device hyperbole? You know, literary devices or poetic devices we are using in poetry to make the poem more beautiful or rhythmic or to give a music effect to the poem there. Okay, here in this particular poem, feelings, there is a literary device used that is called hyperbole. Can you say what is the speciality of this literary device hyperbole?
Ma'am, it's exaggeration.
Yes, it is. What is a? It is a literary device which involves an exaggeration of ideas for the sake of emphasis. To give an emphasis to the particular ideas, we are using this particular device hyperbole. There, you can see that lines given there in page number 72. In the poem, the mother tells the child not to get all mad. Mad, you know, usually means insane or not in control of one's senses. But here the poet uses this expression to mean not to get angry and so do something foolish. Not to do something in an angry manner or to don't do something foolish thing. So she is advising him in this way that not to get all mad. The usage of the word mad is an example of hyperbole. Okay. So you have three questions there. Read these hyperboles and say what they exaggerated, whether they exaggerate feelings or time or reaction. Now itself you can say, I will be back in a second. What is it? It talks about very good. It talks about time only. Okay, see the second one. Don't take her not, or she will kill you.
Reaction.
Ma'am, reaction.
Reaction. Okay, very good. I was so frightened. My heart was in my mouth.
Feeling.
Ma'am,
Feeling.
feeling.
Feelings only. Okay, so we can say that the what to say the literary device hyperbole can be used to exaggerate time or reaction or feelings of somebody there, or to give emphasis to the ideas. We can use the literary device hyperbole there. So with this, we have come to the end of this poem. I hope the poem as well as the literary device used here is very clear to you all. Is there any doubts?
No, ma'am.
No,
No,
ma'am.
ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Shall we wind up the
No,
session?
ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, dear. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Wish you all a
Thank you,
wonderful
ma'am.
day.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.